dressed up every day, still had on my suit and tie, everything. And yeah, I made the transition to Momentum Solar, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Until I didn't. Corporate America isn't for me.
Okay.
It's not. It's not. You can. First of all, you can't put a price tag on my work ethic. It's not real. I'm gonna outwork every single person. I'm gonna have the best attitude as well, and I'm gonna be the biggest student in the room. So you can't tell me, hey, you're only worth this amount. I know I'm worth more.
All right, welcome to True Talk. I'm my man Vontre Howe with me today. How we doing, Vontre?
Man, I'm blessed. No complaints. Super
Absolutely.
excited to be here.
Appreciate you coming up, dude.
Of course, of course.
Before we get into this, guys, subscribe if you haven't already. Drop us some comments, like this video. Also, we got annual convention. We have Ignite coming up first, October 2nd, so there's still time to get registered for that. It's only a week away. You can go to igniteevent.com. And then also we got our annual convention. We're back in one of your favorite places, Dallas or Irving, Texas.
There we go.
And that is early February or end of January next year. You can go to fflconvention.com now to get registered for that. So were you at the last event in Dallas?
No,
Okay.
I actually had something going on that weekend,
Gotcha.
so I'm still looking for my red jacket to this day.
Okay. Oh man, shit. We should have got it ready for you.
There we go.
All right.
It's
Well,
all
you will
good.
definitely you get one this year.
Absolutely.
You registered. You'll be down there.
Yeah, I'll be
Absolutely.
there. I'll be there.
Cool. Well, you've been with us how long now, Vontre?
I mean, I've been in the insurance industry for about 2 years now.
Okay.
I started off with FFL, so was loving everything I did, and then my my agency owner ended up making the transition. Had that transition that was actually earlier this year. It was, it's like the shiny red toy, right? It was like phenomenal until it wasn't.
Gotcha.
And then ended up coming back with Morgan and Ryan with Polaris Financials. So yeah, been back for about a month and a half, 2 months.
Gotcha. Okay. And for insurance, your first kind of go-to insurance was with us.
Yes.
Right? No
correct,
insurance background. But
correct,
you have
correct.
been in sales for how long now?
Been in sales. I like to say I've been in sales pretty much for like 7-8 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how old are you now?
I'm 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your background before sales?
Playing college basketball and also played professionally a little bit over in Barcelona, Spain.
Oh, you
for a little
did?
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
so
college you go to?
I went to York College. Well, York University, should I say.
Gotcha.
It's in Nebraska. It's a small D2.
Okay. And you grew up in Texas?
Yeah.
What was it like going to Nebraska from
Tell
Dallas?
me about it. Yeah, I blame my mom for that. She was like, "Yeah, you're not gonna stick around here, so you gotta get out of here and do something else." So you go from being hot weather and enjoying that to now it's a blizzard outside, and I got to learn how to drive in the snow. I'm like, this is not it. So did my 4 years. I was excited about it, but I would never move up north again. Respectfully, like I gotta be,
Right.
by some sun and some water as quick as possible.
Gotcha. And you're in what part of Florida now?
Tampa.
Yeah, you
Tampa.
like it?
Yeah, I mean it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So you went to college, played basketball. What position?
Point guard.
Point guard.
Yeah. I'm short, man. You know
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say, bro, you didn't strike. Oh, you didn't strike as a basketball player.
Yeah,
but
I'm
okay.
short. Most people think football because I'm a little on the husky side, but no, it was basketball.
Got it.
Yep.
And you played some pro overseas.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. How did that? Like, how'd you end up doing that?
I mean, it was a blessing. And going over there and being able to just experience a brand new culture. Like I didn't realize the other side of the world. Now, don't get me wrong, I've traveled in my life, right? But not that type of travel at that time. So it was like it was a culture shock for me. I enjoyed every bit of it. However, looking back at it now, I probably should have stuck with it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Why didn't you?
I mean, great question. I didn't because it was just like I wasn't making the most money in the world.
Yeah.
And let's just be honest, we're both sports guys. There's only one LeBron James out there.
Right. Yeah.
So I just started thinking long term, right? Because growing up, all I knew was, okay, you go to college, you go get a degree, and then you go to the corporate world, you work your butt off, then you work your way up, and then I can be somebody special. So, that was always something that played in the back of my head. And quite frankly, basketball was always a passion of mine, right? But passion runs out at some point.
Sure.
So I was trying to find my purpose in life, and being a point guard or being basically the coach on the basketball court instead of it being the actual coach. I'm always being in a leadership role. So I knew leadership was definitely something that I would go for. Talking wasn't necessarily my best at that time, but obviously, I've worked on it since. So I just knew leadership was the ultimate goal for me. And so I called it quits pretty early and just started, getting into the sales force right away.
What do you think is the biggest thing you learned about that experience?
Being overseas?
Yeah.
There's more to it than America.
Yeah.
I know that's probably a basic answer, but I mean,
It is, but a lot of people have no idea, dude. There's people that I know that, they're born in the town, they grow up in the town, they never leave the damn town.
Exactly.
There's so much more out there.
Didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And like I say, you just get to learn different culture backgrounds and learning like how certain things work, and we do this on this certain day, and we do this, and we celebrate this holiday, and it's just like, it's kind of dope.
That's cool. How long were you over there for?
Only 7 months.
7 months.
Yeah,
Got it. So
yeah.
you called it quits,
Yep.
came back.
Yep.
What'd you do when you came back for work?
So that's when we were talking about it a little bit earlier, but I got into the whole. It was called the management training program.
Okay.
And so basically what it is we were being outsourced by the top 100, companies out there when it comes to telesales.
Okay.
So I was doing Spectrum. We also did Xfinity. We did DirecTV. At one point, I was even doing free phones, government phones. So pray for me,
The Obama
right?
phones?
The Obama phones.
Oh, damn.
There we go. Yeah. So it was a grind.
Yeah.
But
How'd you get into that?
so the only reason why I got into it was because I moved when I moved back. I moved to Houston.
Okay.
My mom stayed in Dallas. I was there for like 2 weeks, and she was telling me I gotta take out the trash, and I was like, "Ma, listen, I graduated college for a reason. It was not to come back to
do chores."
Now, don't get me wrong, I love my mama to death.
Right.
However, nah, we're not doing that. So, ended up moving to Houston, and that was like I didn't know anybody out in Houston, none of that. So I was like, you know what? All right, cool, let's make it happen. Ended up doing that, and the job I really wanted was to be in the management training program, but it was with Enterprise.
Okay.
I wanted to get into that job. I heard it was like one of the best, and
They hire a lot of athletes,
and
former
that's,
athletes.
That's
absolutely.
my point,
Yeah.
right? I didn't make the cut.
Seriously.
I kid you not. I did not make the cut, and I was like,
How far did you get? Apply, interview?
I applied. I've interviewed twice, and then after that, I didn't make it. And I guarantee, I'm willing to bet, like it probably just has something to do with my delivery, right?
Okay.
Like I wasn't the talkative guy. Like I kid you not, when I was also in college, but also overseas too, I was that person that if you wanted to talk to me like for a press, post game press conference, I was running to the locker room. Like I didn't want to talk at all. Like I was.
So you couldn't do this back then.
No, if you asked me to fly out here right now, I'd be like, I think I'm good. Thank you.
Got it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably has something to do with it, but that's what I was going for.
Okay.
Didn't get it, so I just started applying for jobs because at this point I have an apartment, got all this other stuff. I got bills. You know what I'm saying?
You got money coming in.
Goose egg. Because my mom didn't even let me touch the money that I made overseas. She was like, no, you're putting that up.
Got it.
You're not going to touch it. And again, I thank her for that. But yeah, so I'm searching for jobs, and then I'll never forget it. He's still my mentor to this day, but Garrett Robinson, he reached out to me and he was like, listen, we got a sales job. I think you'll really like it. Come in for an interview. Saw him. He was real sharp. He introduced me to a couple people around the office as well.
Yeah.
He sold me on the dream.
Okay.
And honestly, I fell for it. And quite frankly, again, I think it was one of the best decisions I made in my life thus far. And the reason
Why do you say that?
Reason why is just because once I got into it, I learned a lot of lessons real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I was that person that once I graduated college, I got that piece of paper. I thought I was done learning in life.
Yeah.
I was in for a rude awakening.
Yeah.
It was bad. But, learning different, techniques of how to control a conversation, using, the three nonverbals as far as tone of voice and body language and, making sure that you're smiling when you're talking to people, and just approaching strangers, right? Like that was something that I struggle with. Why? Because I don't like talking to people, right?
But it's uncomfortable as hell at first.
Super. So I was like, I don't know if I could do this.
Yeah.
My whole first 2 weeks was crazy. Like I zeroed my first 2 weeks. They still talk about it in that organization to this
Really?
day. Kid you not.
And this was full commission, right?
Full commission. I'm talking about no training bonus, no nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm literally, going out, I'm being trained, and he's flying all these people in from Salt Lake City. Jamel was one of the guys. Like we're still cool. All these people I'm still cool with to this day, even though I moved on. But all these people were trying to train me, and I'm talking about I'm zeroing out. Jamel actually came in. It was on my second week, but it was like Wednesday. He ended up going out with me to a Best Buy. We're outside of a Best Buy. trying to sell Xfinity. Like, we got this 10 up and everything like that in Houston, Texas at that, right?
Would they not let y'all inside?
At that particular Best Buy, no.
Okay.
And I'm like, you picture this. It's the summertime in Houston, Texas.
Oh, God.
And you got me, I got on this long sleeve shirt. I got on a tie. I'm talking about, who do you got for your internet? What?
It's like, it's hot, bro. Try to go in there where the AC is. Leave me alone.
It was insane. So long story short, he ended up helping me get my first sale.
Okay.
Jamil. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
And so after that, I was like,
wait, hold on. First sale, how much did it cost the client? How much you get paid?
Okay, I think they got like internet for like $29.99.
Okay.
And I think I might have got paid like $300.
Okay.
Yay, right?
Yeah.
So
it is after weeks.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And listen, I'm just getting into it, right? So that happened.
Yeah.
And, you know, all right, cool. Like, you helped me get my first sale, but I didn't do it on my own. So I'm like, yo, whatever. And for me, I was like, I called my mom. She'll come on the podcast and literally tell you this exact same story. Right, I probably should have. But I was like, you know, Mom, listen, I don't know if this is really for me. I think I'm about to start training so I could, you know, go back overseas and try to make this thing work. Like, this work thing really ain't for me right now. And like, I'm just going off. She didn't say a word. She let me get done. And she said, well, I guess they're going to see you in the office on Monday, huh? I was like, what are you talking about? I just told you I'm about to quit. She was like, yeah, but I didn't raise a quitter. Like, so what are you talking about? They're going to see you in the office on Monday. You're going to figure it out. I was like, Mom, like, you're not hearing what I'm talking about. Like, I just got a notice on my door. Like, and again, my mom has raised me in the suburbs my whole life. Like, I've never seen, you know, an eviction notice, none of that. I had an eviction notice on my door.
Wow.
Kid you not, right? And I was like, all right, I guess they'll send me on Monday. So I was like, you know, on Monday, I went in with a better mentality.
Yeah.
I was super excited. Guess what happened on Monday?
Made a sale.
No, I zeroed out again. I zeroed out again. I did. I kid you not.
Damn.
I'll tell you, anybody will tell you the story.
Yeah.
So zeroed out again. But I think it was more so my mentor, Garrett. He started putting things into terms that I could understand. I'm a sports guy.
Yeah.
Right? So he was like, Trey, like, you got to look at it as like, if you're going out to, you know, practice basketball, you're going out to the court or whatever the case may be. If you go against LeBron James right now, and I tell you to shoot a three-pointer, an NBA three-pointer, right? LeBron gets 10, he gets 10 opportunities to shoot, and then you get 100. Who's going to win? Like, LeBron's my favorite player, but hell, I'm going to win. I got 100 tries.
Yeah.
He's like, that's my point. You got to give yourself as many tries as possible. You got to talk to as many people and put yourself in front of as many people as possible in order for you to be able to be successful.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you're going to win. Once he did that, it was like a light switch. Like, I probably don't own the record anymore because this has been years. But at that time, I completed the management training program that normally takes 6 to 8 months. I completed it in 4.5 months.
Really?
4.5.
Right after that mental switch.
It was a switch. And
so what did you change about what you were doing?
It was more so my habits.
Okay.
And my mindset.
Yeah.
My mindset was horrible. I was that negative person.
Yeah.
I'm like, send me to that Walmart. That person's crushing it. Send me to that Walmart. Send me to that Best Buy.
So it was everything but you, right? Like, which
it was everybody's problem,
right?
Yeah, it was everybody's problem.
It's that. I was talking about my 9-year-old yesterday about homework because I think homework's bullshit. I don't think you should send work home. I think I send my kid to school, teach them in school, don't send them home. But she's like, you know, well, the teacher this, the teacher that, and I'm like, whoa, you can't control the teacher.
You can't.
There's good teachers, there's bad teachers.
Right.
Okay. There's teachers that work hard, there's lazy teachers.
Right.
So maybe she didn't explain why you got this wrong, but you need to go, hey, Miss Lazy Dumb Teacher, can you please explain this to me?
Right.
Because you could have done that. I'm sure she messed up. But I went to school for 12 years too.
Exactly.
And not all teachers were great.
0.
But you got to control you. And that is a lesson that, you know, it's hard. A lot of us are not taught that as a kid.
Right.
Right? Because a lot of us are raised by people that do the same thing. Well, my job, my this, my that. It's my mom's fault. It's that one's fault. It's like, maybe all that's true. But guess what? If you stay there, you can't fix anything.
Right.
But the minute you decided when you were in this direct sales deal to go, you know what? No, it's my mindset. I got to look at this differently.
Yeah.
Because if I keep looking at it like I'm going to fail, guess what? You're going to fail.
Exactly.
So you made that switch You started making some money.
Started making some money.
Yep.
Rent was paid.
Rent was paid. No more eviction notice.
Yes, absolutely.
What'd your mom say?
Oh, she was hype, you know, because I literally, again, something else that I don't mind talking about. I asked her for money. She was like, I'm not sending you a dime. I was like,
good for her.
I am literally about to get evicted. What are you talking? I am your son. I'm your first.
Yep.
What are you talking about? You look. I should be your favorite. You love me the most.
Oh, so you're the oldest.
I hope. Yeah.
How many brothers and
the
sisters you got?
So I have 3 little sisters on my mom's side. I have a 20. Well, now because I'm 30, so she's 25, and then I have twin sisters that are 15.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
But you were raised predominantly by your mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I have one on my dad's side as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So your mom's been a crazy positive influence in your life.
Like none other.
Yeah.
I tell people this all the time. Like my mom, I still don't know how she does it. Like she's just still doing it right now because again, I have twin little sisters. But she's been providing for me like my whole life, and it's just like, yo, like at the end of the day, I know for a fact my mom busts her butt and all this other stuff. But like, I look back at it and I'm like, I've had every game system that came out. Right? I've got every game I wanted. Like I told you, I was raised in the suburbs. I went to the best schools. Yeah. And it's like, you're doing this by yourself.
Yeah. That's
how?
crazy. Right.
She won't tell me.
She won't tell you?
Yeah, she won't tell me.
Okay. But that's awesome. You know, and I appreciate you saying that because a lot of people, I think, they get on these podcasts and they lie. Like, everyone likes to say they had it bad. I had it. Guess what? Some people did, some people didn't.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
I can't say that. Yeah.
You know? So how long, once you got this thing figured out in this direct sales, how long did you do that for?
So ended up doing it for 3 years.
Okay.
3 years. 3
what
years
was your best year income wise?
I was making like $20,000 a month. I mean, a week. So it was. They used to call me 20K Trey.
Really?
Yeah. So it was phenomenal. I would say the highest I probably made. Majority of it was going to the business, obviously, because I was a business owner.
Okay.
So probably about anywhere between 2 to like 250.
Okay.
I would say something like
Got
that.
it. So you gross whatever 20K a week, but it's going back to business.
Yeah, because I'm paying for office building, I'm paying for supplies, I'm paying salaries and all this other stuff at this point. So it was a little bit different because once I was able to like the purpose of the program was number one to learn how to talk to people.
Got it.
Right, control a conversation, be able to do what you do. Then once you learn how to do that really well, now we want to see if you can coach and train somebody to do it. Right? Can you duplicate yourself? Yep. Once you do that, then, once you hit a certain metric, which was like, I think we had to hit a wire of 10K 2 weeks in a row or 4 weeks in a row. I forgot. It's been so long. But we had to do that. Once we had a team that was, profitable, then we were promoted into like a junior executive position, AKA like an assistant manager.
Got it.
So now at this position, I was learning the whole back end of the business, how to do HR, PR, finance, legals, all that stuff. I'm learning how to have the conversations with, in our conversations, I would say the carriers, but, with them, it was all of the Xfinity, Spectrum, whatever the case may be. So I was learning that. And then eventually I had to, open up and become my own, business entity. So it was pretty nice.
Got it. And while you're doing all this back end stuff, you're still out in the store selling.
Still, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say I was selling as much. I was more so going out coaching and training because I had leaders, but you got to be able to lead from the front. Like I have this saying where it's like, and again, I learned this from Jamel, but it's I do, we do, and then you do. Right? So I want to do it first. I want to show you that it's possible. Once I do that, we're going to do it together. Right? I want to hold your hand. But then at some point, you got to break loose and you got to do it. Right? Yeah. So that's always been my motto. And even to this day, it's still my same motto, which is I want to do it first. I want to show you that it's possible. Then we're going to do it together. And then you're going to do it.
Well, it's funny you say that. And a lot of stuff you're talking about in this direct sales translates to what we do. Like we have, what we would tell people when we recruited them years ago was, the first thing you need to do, Vontre, is learn how to sell.
Exactly.
Right? You make a shit ton of money selling if you can do that at a high level. The next step is then, can you teach someone how to sell?
Exactly.
But then the final piece to where I think you're getting now with your group is, can you teach someone to sell?
Exactly.
Because if it's all you ain't a business owner. No. You're self-employed.
Exactly.
Which is fine, but it's like
it's more to it. Yeah.
If you leave for 10 days and everything falls apart, bro, you're self-employed.
Right.
You make a lot of money self-employed, but then, it's like a guy who runs a pizza shop. You got one pizza shop. You ain't no business owner.
Nope.
If you can leave for 10 days and the shit still runs, and maybe your business owner, but
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, you see him. The owner's the guy who does the orders. He's the guy who mixes the whatever, the dough. He's the guy who's there 24/7. But when you can teach someone else to do those things, that's when the potential is unlimited.
Exactly. And that's what I'm still aiming for to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my squad is real good. Generations to Come is our business name. We're good.
Yeah.
But we're nowhere near where we need to be.
Right.
Nowhere near.
So 3 years doing this direct sales.
Yep.
What happened? Why'd you stop?
Got burnt out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. You're working 7 days out of the week.
Yeah.
Right. But realistically, my schedule was Monday through Friday. I'm at the office 6 a.m. Why? Because my mentor, and again, these are the small things that matter, right? So like when I was struggling, my mentor told me like, why aren't you showing up to the office earlier? Yeah, everybody has to be here at 8 o'clock, but don't you need extra time? So I challenged him on that, right? Like, and again, Gary would come on here and say the exact same thing. So at one point, again, we don't have to be into the office at 8 o'clock. So he would show up at 7:30. And then I would show up at like 7:30. And then at some point, I was showing up at 7:15. And then the next day, he'll show up at 7 o'clock. And then we got to a point, I kid you not, we got to a point to where we were both showing up at 5 a.m. And we both looked at each other. It was like, we're crazy, right? We're doing too
we don't
much.
need to
All
do
right,
this.
Yeah, we need to stop. So, yeah, like, being able to have that.
Yeah.
And again, every single day, Monday through Friday, I'm showing up 6 a.m. And, everybody will get off at like 8, but in that business, what I was taught from my mentor was, okay, yeah, 8 o'clock, we're done, but you got new people that you're bringing into your business. You got to spend time with them. You got to show them that it's more to it than something. Well, it's more to the job than just being in these four walls. Right. So I got to take them out. I got to entertain them a little bit. Now, granted, at this time I'm single, so I have nothing to worry about. It's like cool, like whatever. I'm enjoying myself, but later on, as you keep going through that, like, that got tiring, right? Like, I'm not getting home to 10, 11 o'clock at night. Then don't get me wrong, it was worth it at that time, but that was a lot. So then on Saturdays, we're working 10 to 4. Again, same thing. Now, I'm not doing first-round interviews, second-round interviews, anything like that. And then on Sundays, I'm so invested into my squad. We go to church first. Like, me and my team, we would go to church. I had, 32 members in one office when I first started.
Yeah.
So again, we're going to church, and then after that, we'll go to the office. We'll go game plan. If we don't plan, we plan to fail, right? So we're doing stuff like that, and it was just constant for 3 years straight. So I just got burnt out. I was tired.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was tired.
So what'd you do when you got how? Did you just up and leave? Did you get something else lined up?
Yeah, so how the transition worked, we ended up losing one of our clients in Houston. This was 2018.
Okay.
No, 2019. I'm sorry, 2019. So ended up losing a client, Xfinity. So we ended up having to move me and I moved 16 people to Dallas, Texas, and we took on Spectrum.
Okay.
Crazy part was this is when COVID hit, right? So imagine trying to go through that and trying to make it happen.
Right.
Tried to do it to the best of my ability. Didn't plan out that well, I'm going to be honest.
And you guys, all of your sales were done in stores.
In stores.
So
in stores. There was
no
nothing.
one's going to stores. You
was-
can't go in the store. I know there was phases, but at one point you couldn't leave your house.
Listen, at one point it was so bad that we were out in parking lots. And again, I know this isn't professional. Excuse my language. We were parking lot pimping is what we called it. Because we had to wear a
Jay-Z
mask.
song.
I know, right? But we had to wear a mask, and literally we were talking to people in the parking lots because we weren't allowed in the stores at all.
Yep.
This is in Dallas.
What did
This
that
is
do to your
crazy.
numbers?
You want the honest truth?
Yeah.
It spiked it.
Really?
People loved us
Okay.
because they knew we couldn't go inside.
Got it.
So it was like, it's almost like, I know you've been around it. Everybody's experienced it at one point in time. It's either like Boy Scouts or it's like, where, you'll have like those football teams that's trying to raise money so they can go, pay for their pads and all that. So that's how it was.
Okay.
Right. But we're adults.
Yeah.
So that was pretty challenging. But again, it didn't plan out like I wanted to. So I had opened up, at that time, it was my girlfriend. she had opened up her office out in Dallas, and I ended up leaving, going to North Carolina. North Carolina was a little bit more open.
Okay.
So went to North Carolina where my mentor was, Garrett, and ended up being out there for about like 6-7 months. Enjoyed Wilmington, North Carolina, as a matter of fact. So it was cool. Beach town, loved it.
Yeah.
But just got burnt out on it. And again, me making really good connections and just being a good guy. I ended up talking to one of my ex-colleagues. His name was Blake Yang, and he was back in Dallas. And he was like, "Hey, bro, I need you." I was like, "What's up? Like, what's wrong?" He's like, "No, like, I need you to come run this office in Dallas." I'm like, "Blake, like, we learned from Gary. What are you talking about?" He was like, no, I'm not in the business anymore. Like, I'm doing solar, and I need you to come manage this office. Like, it's struggling bad, but I know you'll kill it. It's salary. You don't have to, like, work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's momentum solar. Come.
Yeah. So you did.
You telling me I'm getting a salary? I don't have to bust my you-know-what every single day, and I can just manage people?
So it was perfect timing. You're burnt out. COVID, all this nonsense. You're moving around, and he's like, "Yo, come back here, salary, run this." So you made the jump.
I moved in in 2 weeks. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. Garrett, love you. I'm out." Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? Let's go for it. And again, dressed up every day, still had on my suit and tie, everything, and I made the transition to Momentum Solar, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Until I didn't.
Why? What happened?
Corporate America isn't for me.
Okay.
It's not. You can, first of all, you can't put a price tag on my work ethic. It's not real. It's not real at all. I'm gonna outwork every single person. I'm gonna have the best attitude as well, and I'm gonna be the biggest student in the room. So you can't tell me, "Hey, you're only worth this amount." I know I'm worth more than that. That's number one. Number two, you can't tell me when I can travel and when I can't travel. Anybody that knows me, Trey Howe, like me, I travel all the time. My travel schedule for the month of September has been crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I appreciate you fitting us in.
Oh, of course. No, I had to come to this. But like, you can't tell me when I can travel, when I can't travel. And so things just went sour after, a year and a half. I enjoyed it.
What was your best year there, income-wise?
So at the time I was making 105 salary-wise, plus all of the commissions for the state of Florida, Georgia, and Alabama.
Okay.
So it was good.
Couple $100,000.
Yeah. Anywhere between.
So no drop off from where you were.
I wouldn't say there was a drop off at all.
But just from a quality of life standpoint.
You start telling me I gotta do this, I gotta go out into the field. Like I worked up to this position for a reason.
Gotcha.
And now when I became, because I started off as a manager, then eventually I got promoted. That's how I got in Florida. So I was in Dallas. I got promoted to be an associate regional. So I was looking over Dallas and I was looking over Austin, Texas. And then eventually I was doing so good with both of those offices, they gave me the whole East Coast. Well, not the whole, the Southeast Coast.
Okay.
So I got the entire state of Florida. I also got Alabama and Georgia.
Got it.
And then they changed, upper management a little bit, some directors, and they were telling me I gotta go into the field. I need to still be doing this, still be doing that. I'm like, this office, all my offices are outperforming everybody in the country.
Yeah.
Why?
It's never enough, bro.
Why?
It's never enough.
And they couldn't give me a straight answer, so then we mutually parted ways.
Yeah.
And
Is that how you ended up here?
Yeah, so that's a funny story too. So this happened. This happened when I came back from Paris.
Okay.
Funny story. So I went to Paris for my birthday. Went to go see my homeboy. He actually still playing out there right now. He's playing basketball. So,
oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
Caleb
cool.
Walker, yeah. So he's playing out there, got royalty treatment out there, and I enjoyed every bit of it. But when I got back, it was right after, it was right before Easter. So it was April of 2023. When I got back, party ways, I didn't have a job until August of 2023.
Wait, so how long was that?
Yeah, August. I mean, not August. April.
Yeah.
What is it? April, May, June, July,
So
August.
4 months.
Yeah, 4 months.
No job.
Zero.
Assuming you had some money put away.
Of course.
Yeah.
But In
No job because you couldn't find anything?
No. I didn't want to do it.
You didn't want anything yet?
I didn't want to do it.
Okay.
I didn't want to do it. So that was a decision I made. And I'll be honest, it was tough.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool.
You know, I got to ask, Trey, what'd your mom say?
I'm gonna be honest. Moms didn't really have much to say at all.
Okay.
She, you know, at this point, she's gotten me where I need to be. So I've grown to have the right mentality at this point to where she didn't really need to coach me on this situation. This was more of a Trey Howe move. I could have ate it a little bit, but at the end of the day, I was just like, you know what? Like, no, like I'm better than this.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can't tell me how much I'm worth.
Right.
Like, I know my worth. And I know if I need to travel, if I need to do something, I should be able to do that.
So in your mind, were you just, I'm taking some time off, get my mind together?
When I find something, I find something.
Got it.
And again, I'm not trying to go the whole religious route, but I believe in God. So everything happens for a reason.
Okay.
Everything. So it's just like, all right, cool. Like, I don't have a job. So in the corporate world, I don't have a job for 4 or 5 months.
Gotcha.
And then my girlfriend, she had she was like, no, you need to find something. You need to find something like remote, this and that. Because I was working. Like, I'm traveling to all these offices in Florida, Alabama, as well as Georgia. So I'm always traveling, like, in person. I was an in-person guy. Like, I've never done remote work.
Yeah.
This was my first time doing remote work. So when she was searching and stuff, she was like, and this guy right here on Instagram, he does life insurance, this and that, and all this other stuff. It's like, listen, respectfully, Francesca, because that's her name, Francesca. I'm like, respectfully, I used to recruit these guys. Why would I want to go work for them? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Right? Now, I was wrong, right? Because I was recruiting captive agents.
Okay.
I wasn't recruiting brokers.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, no. And, July came around, still didn't have anything. Money started to diminish. I'm like,
yeah, that'll happen.
I'm like, well, until I find another solar job, I guess I could try this out. I mean, it's fully
So you
commissioned.
were planning on going back
Absolutely,
to solar
but I wanted to do it remote.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to do it remote to where I could spend time, I could do what I want to do, and it is what it is. So I was like, all right, cool, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll try it out because it's fully commissioned. Like, I can't go any wrong. I locked in. I'm talking about if I got the course sent to me on Monday, I was taking the test by Friday.
Yeah.
I had nothing else going on.
Right.
So ended up taking the course, passed my first time. Amen. Right.
What did you get? What was your score?
82.
Okay. Oh, you're an overachiever, bro.
Just
you needed
bit.
a 70 to pass. My ass got a 72, bro.
Did
I don't
you?
need to do any extra.
Listen, I was nervous. I don't know why. I was like, yo, if I don't pass this, because it's 160 questions, and it's all multiple choice. I'm like, okay, there's 2 good answers, and then there's 2 dumb answers. So I don't know. But anyway, passed the test, took my fingerprints, got that done, and got to it in August. Yeah. August was my first month. They used to call me the warm market king.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
from recruiting or selling, you sold
from selling.
Yeah.
My first 2 months. First month I did 26,000. Second month I did 23,000.
All warm market.
All. I didn't buy leads at all.
Yeah.
At all.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. I think it's because I got a pretty big social media following. But then also it's just like, I still tell my agents, to use this tactic to this day, which is, when I first started, like I blasted it all over social media that, hey, I made a career change. And so for everybody I was talking to, I would just be like, hey, like I'm making a career change. I'm doing insurance now. I want to practice my script with you. Is that okay? That's fine? All right, cool. And they'd be like, yeah, that's fine. I'll go through the script. They'd be like, but wait, no, like I actually want an IUO. So like, give me, like sign me up. And then some of like my homeboys, I was like, bro, I'm not taking no for an answer.
Right,
You're getting this. Like you need it. So
well, Trey, we're going to talk about that on the next level.
Perfect.
We're going to get into some sales because we don't do enough warm market as a company, I believe. And I remember when I started, I remember Sean, who you're going to sell to day one is people you know. And when we would recruit, and this is back at a different company, but we would recruit, and if we brought you in, Trad, one of my first questions to you or first challenge to you would be, can you sell a policy to 3 to 5 people you know? And if you can't, I don't know that I want to recruit you because, first of all, if you don't know 3 people, that would trust you enough to protect their family.
How you gonna get a stranger?
Exactly. How is a client going to trust you if the people you know don't even trust you?
Not going to be
That's
possible.
half the test. The other test is, in order for you to sell to people you know, you have to believe in the product.
You got to.
Right? You can't sell shit. Well, you can try, but people can see through your bullshit.
Right.
And if you don't believe in it, you're not going to be able to sell me life insurance.
Not at all.
So it was a kind of a dual test. And those that passed that test usually did pretty well. Those that struggled with that, I've never seen anyone that couldn't sell a policy to a few people that they knew have success with us back then. Now, a lot's changed, a lot of agents. But,
Right.
But we're going to get into that on the next level.
Okay.
So you started with us. You started right out the gate, kicking ass.
Kicking ass.
What? But now, I mean, 20-something K a month versus what you're doing now. I mean, you're at 607 year to date. So those numbers are up.
Yeah.
So what did you do to go from, and I don't know if anyone can sell 20, but 20 is, nowadays, 20 is like.
20 is pretty, I'll take it.
Yeah.
If I had 20 agents doing 20,000 a month,
but now it's like the
pretty.
4-minute mile, dude. Like back when I'm 10 years older than you. I'll be 40 this year. So back when I was selling full time. Huh?
Don't look it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
My
My kids say I'm double ancient. They say 20 is ancient and 40 is double ancient.
Jesus
I'm like,
Christ.
Now they're 9 and like 13. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But anyways, but back when we started, dude, 20K a month, selling 200K a year would put you in the top 10 in any company across the country.
Absolutely.
Nowadays, I mean, you see our leaderboard. I mean, the Hall of Fame is going to be maybe 200 people this year at 400K, which is insane. Right? But so what did you do to go from 20, 25K a month to, I mean, 600K through 8 months? I'm no mathematician, but that's probably the average of like 75K, something like that a month.
Yeah.
How did you make that jump?
Let's talk about the struggle.
All right.
Like I said, 26, 23, first 2 months.
Okay.
Third month, let's just be honest, the well got pretty dry.
Okay. So you ran through your warm market.
Yeah, like I literally have
What'd you do your third month?
Yeah, 17,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Struggled.
Were you buying any leads yet?
This is when I started buying leads.
Okay.
Struggled.
It's different.
Struggled.
Would you struggle the most
bad.
with on leads?
Because this is the thing, right? I'm used to face-to-face interaction. Mm-hmm. I'm used to talking to you. If I'm talking to you, I can make you smile. I can make you feel my energy, this and that. We could be great. I'm talking to somebody on the phone.
You're doing straight telesales, no virtual, no Zoom.
Well, I mean, if they ask for a Zoom, cool.
But most of it was
over the phone, right? I can't make this person smile. Like, at least that's what I was telling myself in my head.
Yeah.
What? Like, nobody's answering. Nobody's, like, these leads suck. That's what I was saying, right? It's not true. It was me. It was me. Like, I wasn't the same person, when I'm talking to my friends, my family, people that I know, I'm comfortable. When I was talking to a complete stranger, I'm trying to hurry up and get everything out in the first 30 seconds because I'm afraid that they're going to hang up in my face.
Yeah.
It was a huge learning curve, but I shrunk it. But it was huge because I was struggling. Like, I'm talking about, I couldn't even get people on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm buying IUL leads, right? I'm talking about spending $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
For 25 leads.
Yeah. 17, 20K is cool, but when you're spending $1,000 a week and you're like, oh shit, where's the money?
I got rent.
Right.
I'm pushing a brand new, at that time I was pushing a brand new Tesla Model Y.
Yep.
Purple wrap. Like it's beautiful, but I got to pay that.
Right.
I got insurance. What's going on?
How long did you struggle for?
Probably a good 4 or 5 weeks, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you get out of it?
Self-reflection, right? It was just like, again, like I was that person that was like, it's the leads.
Yeah.
It was the leads. But I found out pretty quickly it wasn't the leads, it was Trey Howe.
Right.
Because maybe I wasn't taking this approach. Maybe I didn't have the same excitement. Maybe I wasn't, using the script. I was just kind of freestyling it at the beginning. Like that doesn't work.
Right.
That doesn't work. I'm coming into an organization. Matter of fact, I'm coming into a business in an industry where it's already proven that they have the recipe of success. Mm-hmm. Who am I to change it? What? Because I did 26,000 and I did 23,000. Now I feel like I'm the tough guy. I'm the big guy.
Yep.
Hell no, not even. So it was a lot of self-reflection, looking in the mirror like, bro, like you just need to get back to the basics. So what did I do? I just started talking to all of the top people, right?
Yeah.
In my organization at that time, it was Elijah Goins.
Okay.
Talking to him every single day, listening to his calls. I'm pretty much trying to mimic everything that he's doing.
So the same thing you did in direct sales and solar, you're like, I mean, initially it's this, the lead, the client, right? And then you went to the people that were having success and followed what they did.
Isn't it crazy how life works?
Yeah.
Because that's life. That's
Right.
not just our industry or just sales.
It's everything.
It's life.
I bet it was the same thing playing basketball, right? You,
Right.
you were the point guard. You didn't go to the center and go, yo, how do I, how do I do this? You went to whoever was the best point guard that you knew at that time.
Got to. I watched Allen Iverson growing up, so I ain't have no choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, and again, it's just like you have to have some type of understanding with yourself that you don't know it all, and that's okay.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's somebody out there that's doing better than you. And it's actually funny that you bring that up, and I say that because it goes back to a quote that my uncle told me when I was growing up, playing basketball. He was like, you want to go play the video game and do all this other stuff. It's a kid in China right now out working. So what you going to do?
Right.
What are you going to do? And that's something that stuck with me to where it's like, there's somebody doing better than me, so why not just go learn from them?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's crazy because I talk about this with my newer agents when it comes to the expectations, which is you got to be the biggest student possible, right? But there's multiple layers of being the biggest student. Number one, you got to go seek the person that has the information of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So let me rewind that. I'm sorry. The first thing you got to do is you got to figure out the problem.
Right.
What's the problem? Okay, I'm not that good on the phones with clients. All right, cool. So now I access the problem. Now I gotta do number two, which is now I gotta go figure out who is the best at doing this. Perfect. So I found Eli. I found different people that was in the industry that was killing it, and they didn't mind talking to me because again, there's so many clients out there.
Right.
Like gatekeeping does nothing for you.
Nope.
Like you look stupid, honestly. All right, so went to the people that was doing the best and then took a whole bunch of notes. That's great. But then the third thing is the most important thing, which is I have to apply that shit.
Yes. 100%.
I tell people all the time, because again, I mess with my new people. I'll be like, how many of you guys, like if we're in a room full of my new people, I'll be like, how many of you guys believe knowledge is power? Everybody's like, yeah, me. I'm like, good. What about if I told you you're full of shit? I'd be like, what? What are you talking about? I was like, what about if I told you you're full of shit? Like, what about if I told you that's wrong? What about if I told you applied knowledge is power? Everybody's like, oh, exactly. Because you can write all the notes you want to,
Right.
but it means nothing if you don't get those notes off of the paper and you turn into action.
Mm-hmm. The best lesson I got in this business was early on. It sounds simple. It sounds cliche. We have it on T-shirts. It's attitude and activity. You control those two things. And if you're only good at one, and I've seen people, dude, the most positive person in the world, I'm great, everything's great. You're losing your house, you can't afford it, but everything's great.
Yeah.
But you ain't doing no damn work. Then you got the guy who's working his ass off. I know you've seen these guys in all industries.
Yep.
But everything's negative. The damn clients
Everything.
tray, and then this one and that one, and the stupid leads, and the company, they changed this, and the carriers, and yeah, but you got to have both. If you can maintain both, whatever industry you're in,
Doesn't matter.
you'll have success, whatever you're doing. But you got, and I love how you talked about early on in when you were in the direct sales business, how you've worked on your mindset to get better.
Right.
I think a misconception people have is like you work on your mindset once and then you're just good, right? Like
Wrong.
No, because you came here and human nature, dude, you almost fall into the same traps, right?
Exactly.
Like, dude, the leads, this, that, and you caught yourself like, wait a minute.
I had to.
Wait a minute.
I had to.
No, it's not them. It's just like it was back then.
Yeah.
It's me. And the thing about when it's you can fix it.
You're the only person that can fix
Absolutely.
it.
It's like I was telling my 9-year-old daughter, Adriana, you can't change your teacher.
Nope.
But you can change the way you interact with your teacher. You ain't going to make her a better teacher or a worse teacher. But you control the questions you ask when you ask them.
Absolutely.
And how you handle yourself. Now, she's 9. I'm trying to teach these lessons at
Right,
9
right.
because I learned them at like 25.
And you trying to shorten that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it goes back to those two things. And if you're afraid, most people, unfortunately, we live in an unaccountable society. You see it everywhere, from politics to media to even sports, right? They blame the coach. They blame, we were talking about it before we got on the Chiefs. Like, they're blaming the two receivers. Dude, they ain't the only two players on a team, bro. It's 11 men or 10 men on the field. Like, come on. I understand these two guys are out. I've seen plenty of teams win when two guys are out.
Exactly.
I'm a Packers fan. I've seen Rodgers drag a team to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Like, barely made the playoffs and dragged that damn team. Like, so it's, what are you going to do? You're going to point the finger? Why don't you point the finger at you, because you can fix that? And the mindset is something you got to work at every single day.
Yep.
Do you play professional ball?
Yeah.
I'd imagine that. I mean, I know Allen Iverson didn't like practice, but I don't think you got like what was your game? Were you a shooter, Pat? I mean, you're a point guard.
I was a creator.
A creator.
So I'm creating for others. I'm definitely getting into the lane. I'm bodying anybody that I don't care if you're 7 foot. I'm throwing my body into you. I'm finishing. Right. But I can shoot.
Yeah.
I can do a little.
But it takes a lot of practice. You don't just like, hey, when I was in middle school, man, I worked on my shooting a lot, and now I'm good.
No, but that's why I was telling you, like, that's the way of life, right? Like, I told you when I graduated college, I thought I was done learning.
Yeah.
Stupid. Stupid.
Right.
There's no way. Like, to this day, I'm still learning. I'm a father now. I'm learning how to be a father. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to stop learning.
No.
And like you just said, with the whole excuses thing, you got to ask yourself, when do you get tired of your own bullshit?
Right.
Like, you're in the same position.
Absolutely.
Like, I have this talk with even some of my team members right now. Like, when are you gonna get tired of coming up with an excuse, and then, like, it's always something.
Right.
Like, you can fix this.
And you are where you are in life. I don't care if you're successful, unsuccessful, in the middle, strong. You are where you are because of you. You go, well, I was raised this way, Trey, and my mom. Okay, and a lot of people were raised that way.
Right.
A lot of people came from nothing.
Right.
A lot of people didn't have a great upbringing.
Right.
A lot of people have gone through some shit.
What's their excuse?
What's their excuse?
They don't have one.
Nope. You choose to have that excuse, you're going to stay there. You are where you are in life because of you, good or bad. And the minute you accept that, then you can get better. Well, we want to shout out Trey, an agent of the week. Speaking of someone getting better.
Nice.
We got Kyle Hansen here. So Kyle is from FFL Wealth Wave Financial. There's so many agencies now. I'm like, I
know, right?
Dude, I used to like know all of them. We had like 12. Yeah. Now I'm like, I have no idea who owns what agency. All I know is my man Kyle just had his best month with us so far. So $60K last month.
It's huge.
Absolutely, dude. I mean, you remember like first time hitting the? I mean, now you're at $600K, but like, remember the first time you hit like $50K?
Yes. Yeah. I kid you not. I remember it. As a matter of fact, it's very vivid. It was last year.
Really?
Last year in January. I hit 52, and then that following month, in February, I hit 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never forget.
What was that like for the first time?
First time ever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is real.
Yeah.
This is really real. So, yeah, hey, Kyle,
so
congrats,
shout out
bro.
to Kyle. We're going to watch. He got yellow testimony for us, some advice to some new agents. So let's check out what my man Kyle has to say.
What is up, everyone? Kyle Hansen here out of the Austin, Texas office. My largest month in the business was $60,000 of issued paid premium. And the one secret that I'll share with all of you guys that helped me obtain that goal of mine and grow and sell at a high level so quickly was trusting and believing everything my upline told me to do. I implemented and I utilized those around me. This is a plug and play system if you are around those with the results you're looking for. Truly believe, plug and play. Let's go.
That's awesome. Something
Shout
that's
out to
key,
that
though,
guy.
Absolutely. Something that's key is, he said, if you're around the right people. Now, some of us coming into the business, I was recruited directly by Sean. Sean sold better than anyone back then. So, yeah, absolutely. But not everybody's recruited by someone who knows what they're doing.
Right.
So the term upline is something where I don't know who your upline is. Who's your mentor? Who's the one teach? Because if the guy recruits you don't do shit, stop talking to him. It goes back to that same, well, it's my manager, Mike. The beauty about FFL is I don't care what team you're on. You can talk to anyone in the company, and they'll be willing to help you.
Easily.
That's what you're going to this will be your first event with us in January. First convention?
To speak, yes.
To speak. Like, when you go to these events, you'll learn real quick, dude, that it is one big team.
Yeah.
You can ask anybody walking by. You can see a dude on stage. He leaves stage. He's walking to go ask him a question. Hey, how'd you scale your business? How'd you go from this point to that? And they will share it with you.
Right.
Like you said, there's no gatekeeping.
Zero.
So why I say that is I like the if, because there's people that are recruited by people that don't know what they're doing. I mean, we have a lot of agents. Not everybody is kicking ass.
Yeah.
Right? So, but it's on you. If you're recruited by someone who can't help you, go talk to somebody else.
Absolutely.
In any business, but in us, I guess it's a lot easier here.
Yeah. And I mean, you got to think about the days that we're in right now. Social media is crazy. My DMs are always flooded right now.
I bet.
Yeah, like I don't know what FFL did, but I think I might have been like an agent spotlight for.
You were on one of these videos. You sent this one.
Yeah, I did.
By your Cybertruck.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's crazy because what he's saying, I said something very similar.
It was, yep.
Which was, we got the systems in place.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just implement yourself.
Correct.
All you got to do.
Well, last thing, we like to end with a little fun game, Trey. It's a game called Would You Rather. I know you know the rules.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm going to throw a handful of things at you, and you're just going to let me know which one you'd rather do. So are you ready?
Let's do it.
Number one, would you rather cold call your ex or door knock during the Super Bowl?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a...
If my girlfriend's listening to this, yeah, I'll cold call my ex. I'm done door knocking.
Okay.
It's a wrap.
Would you rather have a client say, I'll think about it, or I have coverage through work?
I have coverage through work.
Yeah, easier to do.
I think about it. What are we thinking about?
Right. Would you rather get rejected 50 times in a row or go back to your grind you were doing before this?
50 times in a row.
Yeah.
Definitely not going back to solar.
Last one. Would you rather never get a chargeback again, but you can't recruit, though? No chargebacks. Or build a massive agency and deal with 30% falling off the books?
I'm a risk taker, so I'll build a massive agency.
Yeah.
Forget that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because chargebacks is part of the game.
There you go.
You can't make somebody pay.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? All you can do is qualify them, make sure that they do have the funds. If they do, great. But hard times hit everybody.
Sure.
It doesn't skip anybody. So, yeah, I'll
I mean,
take
when you
the
were
massive agency.
selling DirecTV, if somebody canceled, you
Yeah.
charge back?
Well, no.
No. Okay.
I didn't, but
You didn't. Somebody did.
my upline
Okay.
or manager was for
Somebody
sure.
did.
Yeah, he was accepting.
And the stores y'all were working out of, standing in front of, the Walmarts, the Best Buys, there's a certain amount of shit that goes out that door that nobody pays for.
Right.
They don't go chase every kid that swipes a candy bar or a soda.
Exactly.
There's loss built in.
Definitely.
You know, like you said, there's some risk. Now you want to manage that, it starts going up to 40, 50%. Oh, we got a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
But 30% chargebacks, build a massive agency. You got a lot of people making a lot of money.
That's what I want.
So you've been with us now. This will be your second full year?
Second year. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is your best year income-wise?
Hands down. Not even close.
Where are you at so far this year?
In the bank, it's like 430,
430.
something like that.
What do you think you're going to end the year at?
It depends. Because I'm looking to pour more into my team now.
Yeah.
So mindset's a little bit different. Like I've been killing it all of this year, but like my mindset has not been on Trey Howe. It hasn't been like, oh, let me see if I could touch a mill. Like I could care less for it.
You're trying to get other people there.
Yeah, it's better when you win with your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's better when you win with your team, but you gotta win with the right people too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's not meant to be at the top with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to be investing a lot more into my team, leads wise, everything's like that. So, and we're getting ready to open up a pretty big office. Me, Morgan, and Ryan, and then Christian DeCobo too.
Yeah.
We're going to be opening an office out in Tampa.
Tampa?
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
nice. Well, congrats, dude.
Appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you coming up doing this. Keep kicking ass. Don't let up. I can't wait to hand you a red jacket.
Man, I've been missing it.
Yeah.
I got the trophy last year, but didn't get the jacket, so I can't wait.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Well, we got one for you. And again, appreciate you coming up doing this. Of
course.
And guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out fflconvention.com. Get registered. And don't miss Trey. He's also going to be on the next level this week. We're going to dig into some warm market selling, because that's a great way to start your business. And I also think it's something that we should kind of get back to. We should be challenging people to do this. If I'm going to give you leads, if I'm going to devote my time to you, show me that you can, people trust you. Show me that you can do this on your own.
Absolutely.
Do something, So thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week right here on True Talk.